morning, sir.
Today we will be discussing about the coordinating conjunctions. But first we can define the meaning of coordinating conjunction. Anyone from the class? Go, Angelica.
Coordinating conjunctions. It may help you remember those conjunctions by reading that they recalling that they form more than four letters. Also remember the acronym FANDOIS for and, nor, but, or, yet, soon.
So coordinating conjunctions are what come to most people's minds when they hear the word conjunction, and they do exactly what the name implies. They make things go together. They make things go together. They can join words, phrases, or clauses. And if you have already, if you have ever heard the classic schoolhouse rock song entitled Conjunction Junction, then you are somewhat familiar with the coordinating conjunctions. So, the English language has 7 coordinating conjunctions, and they're easy to remember. They're easy to remember if you just remember or memorize the acronym FANDOIS. So, we will describe each coordinating conjunction one at a time. One at a time. In the acronym FANDOIS, the F stands for the coordinating conjunction for. And who can read the example for the coordinating conjunction for? Mark.
I go to the park every Sunday for I love to watch the ducks on the lake.
The coordinating conjunction for explains reasons or purpose. It's like in our example there, she goes or I go to the park every Sunday because I have a reason, and that reason is that I love to watch the ducks on the park. Next on the list is the coordinating conjunction N. And who can read the example for the coordinating conjunction N? Go, Lance.
I go to the park every Sunday to watch the ducks on the lake and the shirtless
So the coordinating conjunction N adds one thing to another, just like in our example. It's like in our example here. I go to the park not just to watch ducks on the lake, but also watch the shirtless men playing soccer. So there is an addition of objects or sometimes subjects. The next is the coordinating conjunction nor. And Regina, please read the example.
Coordinating conjunction nor. I don't go for the fresh air, nor really for the ducks.
So for the coordinating conjunction nor, it is used to present an alternative negative idea to already stated negative idea. Just like in our example there. And the next coordinating conjunction is the coordinating conjunction but. Go JB, read the example.
The soccer in the park is an entertaining in the winter, but it's better during the summer.
So in our example, there is a contrast between the entertainment of playing soccer in the winter and the entertainment playing soccer in the heat of the summer. So that's what the coordinating conjunction but is trying to show in a sentence. Coordinating conjunction but shows contrast in sentence, just like in our example. Another coordinating conjunction is the coordinating conjunction or. And yes, Emily, please read it.
The men play on wings, shirts, or skins.
So the coordinating conjunction or gives or shows alternative or choices. Just like in our example, the men or the players have a choice to play shirtless or to play with their shirts on. And second to the last is the coordinating conjunction yet. And Sweeney, please read this.
I always take a book to read, yet I never seem to turn a single page.
So the coordinating conjunction yet introduces a contrasting idea that follows the preceding idea logically. It is somewhat similar to the conjunction, but because they are both giving contrasting ideas. So last in the acronym fanboys is the coordinating conjunction. So, and Eliza, please read the example.
I've started dating one of the soccer players, so now I have an excuse to watch the game each week.
The coordinating conjunction so indicates reasons, effects, or results. It's like in our example, I have now an excuse to watch the game each week because I am now dating one of the soccer players. So please read the reminder. Yes, Precious.
Say, comma, if the coordinating conjunction connects independent clauses and non-comma is needed if it connects dependent clauses.
So you will notice in our example sentences that some of the coordinating conjunctions are preceded by a comma and the others are not. And there is a very simple explanation for that. If the coordinating conjunction is joining two independent clauses or things that could feasibly stand on their own as a complete sentence, then a comma is needed. And if the coordinating conjunction is joining two dependent clauses, then there's no need for you to use comma. Use a comma. Just like in the example, the soccer in the park is entertaining in the winter is an independent clause. Another independent clause is it's better in the heat of the summer. Because these two are independent clauses, there should be a comma before the conjunction but. Does it make sense?
Yes.
On the other hand, here's an example. On the other hand, the ducks on the lake here in this sentence is just a phrase and it is a dependent clause. Another dependent clause is the shirtless man playing soccer. So, because these two sentences or phrases are dependent clause, there is no need for you to use a comma to join both phrases. So, some people will tell you that in a list of 3 or more things or items, there should be a comma. You need to use a comma and the conjunction before the final item, just like in enumerating. My friends, for example, my friends are Emily, comma, Sweeney, comma, Daryl, comma, and the conjunction and Precious. So, the truth is that you don't need to use a comma. The truth is that you don't need to use a comma there. But if the comma will clear any possible confusion, go ahead and use it. Otherwise, it's not really necessary. The only coordinating conjunction that doesn't seem to be able to connect fragments or words and phrases is the coordinating conjunction for. When the coordinating conjunction for comes between words and phrases, it's typically acting not prepositions, but when the coordinating conjunction for comes between words and phrases, it is typically acting not a conjunction, but it acts as a preposition. And another question that lies with coordinating conjunctions is that, can you begin a sentence with the coordinating conjunction? Who says yes that you can use coordinating conjunctions to begin a sentence? So, you raise your hands. Another rule you will hear is that it is incorrect to use coordinating conjunction at the beginning of the sentence. At the beginning of the sentence. And what? Sorry. And while it is a good rule of thumb, it is not a hard and fast law of grammar. You you should try to limit how often you use coordinating conjunction at the beginning of the sentence, but it is not incorrect to do so, especially if the coordinating conjunction will help a particularly long sentence into. But it is not wrong to do so, especially if it will break up a particularly long sentence into easily understandable chunks. So the coordinating conjunctions are the most simplest of all the conjunction to memorize and recognize. So knowing how they work will improve the quality and complexity of your writing. So are there any questions about coordinating conjunctions? So now let's proceed to the to the correlative conjunction, which is another type of the conjunction. So who can read the meaning of correlative conjunction? Go, Flory. Please read the
Some conjunctions combined with other words to
Then.
form what are called
Then.
correlative conjunctions.
Ganun ako naman.
They always travel in pairs, joining various sentence elements that should be treated as grammatically equal. As noted on.
So, very good. So, correlative conjunctions are sort of like tag team conjunctions. They come in pairs and you have to use both of them in different parts of the sentence. They get their name from the fact that they work together and relate one sentence element to the other. Correlative conjunctions include the following, both and and. So please read the examples from this. Go, Milos.
Both John and Lauren employed them.
So the correlative conjunction both and connects either two subjects or two objects. In our example, both John and Lauren enjoyed the movie. The correlative conjunction both and connects the two subjects, which is John and Lauren. It's either that the correlative conjunction both and will join two subjects or two objects. Next, please read. Yes, Emma.
I'm going not only to the concert but also to the backstage.
So the correlative conjunction not only and but also can connect clauses or entire sentences. Just like in our example, I'm going not only to the concert but also to the backstage. Another correlative conjunction is the correlative conjunction as and as. Please read the example. Go, JP.
Peter is as tall as John.
So the correlative conjunction as and as compare nouns using adjective or adverbs. In this case, Peter is as tall as Jeff. We use the adjective tall to compare Peter and Jeff by the use of the correlative conjunction as and as. Last is the correlative conjunction either or. Please read and see that.
I want either the cheesecake at
Listen, you can do it.
I want either the cheesecake or the frozen hot chocolate.
Okay, do you have any questions?
So do you have any questions, class?
None.
So thank you for your participation, and next meeting we will have a quiz about our topic today. So,